Good evening, nation. You know what time it is. It is time for Real Hair Revelations this week. My name is Gwen Jameer, and I'm going to wait for some of you to get on the line so we can get talking about this coronavirus. Coronavirus, it's just real. Have y'all seen Cardi B's song? Not song, but rant. Have y'all heard the song? If you haven't heard it, you have to go on YouTube or Instagram and find it. It's so funny. It's actually a really good song. It's got a nice dope beat. Hey, Erica! Good evening, beautiful. Who else do we have online? Let me know. By the way, if you are just joining, I need you to share this live. I need you to press the share button and share this live. Press the share button and share this live. Hey, Lee! I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Lee. I feel like I haven't seen you comment. But maybe I'm just tripping. Hey, Mike. Mike is on. Everybody say hey to my boo. Who else do we have on tonight? Let's see. Y'all say hi to me. Erica says, I have pushed wash time until after RH. Well, I appreciate you, girl. And I appreciate you for even having a wash time set and ready to go and committing to that. But I also appreciate you for putting me first. For making me your priority. Hey, Vakia. What's up, Terry? Hey, Danita. Hello, Vakia. Let's see who else is on. Give me some hearts. Give me some love. I really feel like in this time that we're all dealing with this craziness where the entire world is shut down. Crazy, right? The entire world is shut down. I feel like we all need individually, we need all the love we can get. So I want as many people as possible in this room so we can love up on each other. I can give you some tips and some tea for how we are all going to survive this coronavirus mess. All right. Hey, Teresa. Hello, Marcy. Good evening, Jewel, my lady from Trinidad. What's up, Lorraine from Georgia? Who else do we have? Thank you so much, Lee, for sharing. I appreciate you so much. Mike is saying hey to everybody. Everybody's saying hey to Mike. Mike, say hey to everybody. Let's see who else do we have on? All right, so since you guys are joining, hey, Linda, good evening. I'm going to get started letting those of you who may be new and wondering what the hell is this that she got going on, I'm going to tell you what Real Hair Revelations is. So my name is Gwen Jameer. I am the CEO and founder of Naturalicious. We are an award-winning beauty brand dedicated to creating time-saving beauty solutions for you so that you can spend more time living your best life and less time preparing for it. What that means is that every single one of our products is multitasking and multi-benefit. That means that we will take you from wash to style in approximately 30 minutes or less, where you may be spending 2, 3, 4 hours, honey. Now on your wash day, we'll get you done like that in record time with the same, if not better results than when you were spending way more time and spending way more money. So that is what that is who I am. I'm dropping stuff, y'all. That's who I am. Let me tell you what Real Hair Revelations is. So Real Hair Revelations is the educational side of what most brands don't do, right? You know how you go on Facebook or go on Instagram or somebody recommended some product to you and you get it home and you try it and you're like, am I doing something wrong? Is there something wrong with me? Why is this not working for me, right? You may feel like something's up and something is amiss. Well, Real Hair Revelations is a place where I come every single week as the brand owner with a brand agnostic message. And what I mean by that is I'm here to give you the real and the tea on all the things that have to do with hair. All right. So a lot of times when products won't work for you, it has nothing necessarily to do with you, or it might have everything to do with you, because I'm here to hold you accountable. I get a little bit in your face with love, though, because I want you to win. I want you to wake up in the morning. I want you to be able to get those predictable results that you've been craving and wanting for years that you've never been able to get. I want you to wake up and you see yourself and feel like you are absolutely stunning, like you are gorgeous. There's nothing about you that you need to fix. You just need some education around what to do, right? So think about it. I always use the gym analogy. So my OGs here, by the way, if you're an OG, let them know who you be. Let them know that you're an OG and let them know what set you rep. If you are a newbie, say what's up. Let us welcome you into our world. And let us know as well where you are coming from. If you're watching this on replay, by the way, make sure that you type replay so that we can give you some love afterwards, okay? But again, there's nothing about you that you need to fix. You do need education though, right? So it's kind of like working out, but a better analogy might even be building a house, okay? Let's say that someone gave you the tools to build a house. Let's say somebody gave you a hammer, some nails, some wood, a wrench, I don't know, everything that you need to build a house, but no instruction for how to build a house. Are you going to know how to build a house? Because I'm sure as hell not going to know how to build a house. I couldn't build a house if you gave me every tool in the book, unless somebody taught me, right? And that's kind of what y'all are doing, right? A lot of people when it comes to natural hair. No one's actually taught you what to do for your hair. No one's told you what to stay away from. No one's told you how not to waste a lot of money buying products that will never ever work for your hair because they're just not made for our texture of hair. Even though they're marketed to us, they're not made for us, right? That's two totally different things. No one's taught you these things. And so I am here to teach you all those things. So not only to give you the tools in the forms of products, so when it comes to hair, the tools are the products. But everything else is lacking. Like you don't know what to do. You don't know that you're using a leave-in conditioner and you're thinking it's supposed to moisturize your hair. It's never going to moisturize your hair. That's why your hair is still dry. You don't know that stuff because no one's taught you. Unless you're an OG of the Naturalicious Nation, then you know. But if you're a newbie, you may not know that stuff, right? You're wasting all this money on leave-in conditioners. You're spending money on products that contain mineral oil because they make your hair feel good in the moment. And then you realize, oh, like this is not working for me. Why is my hair still so dry? Why is my hair breaking? Why is my hair not growing? Because no one's taught you. All right. So again, Real Hair Revelations is a brand agnostic show. Of course, I own Naturalicious and I would love for you to buy my products. I'm not even going to sit here in front. But if you don't buy my products, this information is going to be relevant to you regardless of what brand you buy. Now, if someone asks me about a product while I'm live, I absolutely will talk about it because, honey, I got bills to pay too. So if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. But understand that this show is relevant to you and the information that I teach will work for you regardless of if you use Naturalicious products or not. Everybody set? Everybody set? All right. Vakia says, I'm so happy you're alive tonight, Gwen. This time is so stressful, keeping people calm through this coronavirus. Yes, girl. I am trying to remain calm myself. So usually we're talking about hair specifically, but what I'm going to talk about tonight when it comes to coronavirus is ways for you to get through coronavirus because we don't know how long this thing going to last. We have no idea. All right. And if you have not shared this live yet, make sure you press the share button and share this live. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell y'all about the deal that we have going on as a part of trying to give y'all some kind of relief. Because I understand that a lot of us are working remotely. A lot of you all may not be working at all. Some people have already gotten laid off. Hey, Eva. Some people may have already gotten laid off. A lot of stuff is happening. I think we all expected a recession to come, but I don't think we expected it to be like this. And I definitely don't think we expected it to be quite this soon. So it was just like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, so fast that we were all kind of taken aback. So tonight, we are offering you guys 20% off everything on the website. There are no restrictions. You even get free shipping if your order is over $75. And you can even use the Afterpay option at checkout to break your payment up into 4 equal bi-weekly payments. All right. So you ain't got to pay the whole thing tonight. If you need to stock up, because everything in the stores are sold out, right? You can't get no toilet paper. I went to the store yesterday. My bae went to the store yesterday to try to get some chicken. Chicken was gone. I went to the store today and I got the last pack of chicken. What? So think about this. He went to the store yesterday. There was no chicken, which means they put chicken out the next day, which is today. I went and I got the last pack of chicken. And this is the chicken that you got to cook yourself. It's not like fried chicken. You know what I mean? You got to cook it yourself. So it's people are crazy. There's no Lysol in the stores. There's no toilet paper. Everything is crazy. Stores are closing early. Here in Michigan, all the nail shops, all the lash shops, all the spas, all those are closed. So people out here looking crazy and nuts and ratchet and just feeling like trash because they're not able to do the things that they normally do for their own self-care, including wipe their own behind because they ain't got no toilet paper. This is crazy. So what we're doing is giving you guys 20% off everything on the website. Everything that is a normal priced item, so not subscribe and save, but anything that's normal price on the website is 20% off. All you have to do is use code AFTERPAY. AFTERPAY, you can use code AFTERPAY in order to get 20% off anything on the website. Okay? Eva, I will answer your question in just one moment. Give me a second. That's a great question. So 20% off anything. Use code AFTERPAY. So you can also get free shipping. So you can score free shipping if your order is over $75 and also get 20% off. And you can still get 20% off and get free shipping and only pay for a quarter of your order today. So again, trying to create a way for you guys to get the products that you need. I've seen a lot of you in the nation say like, I'm not working. I got laid off. I want to buy, but I can't because I don't know when, I'm going to get another check or what have you. And so again, break your payment up into four equal bi-weekly payments. So let's say your order is $100, you get free shipping, you get 20% off, you're going to pay $80, not $100, and then you're going to break your payment up into 4 equal payments. So instead of paying $80 all at once, you're going to pay $20 today. So you can get your order for $20 today. We will ship it out right away. You ain't got to wait for it. You ain't got to worry about paying it all off, none of that kind of stuff. $20 today gets you your order. $20 today gets you your $100 order that actually is only going to cost you $80 and you got free shipping. So again, ways that we're trying to come up with to give you guys some relief, but still get the products that you need to make sure that your hair is thriving and wonderful and beautiful and that you continue to feel great about yourself. All right? Make sure you use code AFTERPAY at checkout. All right? All right, so I have a list here of some ways that we can get some relief. Right? Some things that you can do while you are quarantined. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a little story. It's story time, right? So if you haven't shared this last year, the laugh for me. I found out that the state of Michigan was going to be basically closing everything down last week. This sucked so bad because my son, those of you who know Caden, the candy curator, we were supposed to go on his spring break April 4th. And his spring break trip was actually his birthday present. So his birthday present was to go to Seychelles. If you guys don't know what Seychelles is a beautiful, like the world's most beautiful island off the coast of Nairobi in Kenya. So it's in Africa. He's been wanting to go to Africa forever. We bought him this trip. We're all excited about it. I was pumped because I got like a really good flight deal and the flight was like hella cheap in comparison to what it normally is. And then we found out that coronavirus came. So Bay and I was like, well, you know what? We're not going to be able to go to Seychelles. We'll try to get our money back for that. But it was his birthday present, so we got to take him somewhere. We can't just like bail on him all together. So let's just go to Hawaii. So we said, okay, we found a flight to Hawaii. Again, very cheap in comparison to what it normally is. We bought the flight that day. We bought a flight. I'm in Atlanta at this point. This is last week. We bought a flight to Atlanta. I bought a flight to Hawaii. I also booked the hotel. We're good. We're like, bet. We're going to Hawaii. No sweat. Whatever. The next day, I'm still in Atlanta at this point. The next day, I get a message from CNN. And what does it say? Coronavirus broke out in Hawaii. I'm like, we can't go to Hawaii either. So we just stuck in the house. Right? We just stuck in the house for the next 3 weeks. Caden, my son, is 9 years old. He's full of energy. He's in 3rd grade, as you can imagine, full of energy. And I'm like, the schools are closed for the next 3 weeks. And the 3 weeks happens to just bump right up against spring break. So technically we're home for the next 4 weeks, at least. And I'm like, man, I didn't really sign up for this. I really have no desire to be a homeschool teacher. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. Joy, right? Joy. So my son is like, yay, he gets to spend more time with mommy. And I'm like, yay. Like I was like happy about that, but like also not looking forward to it. Don't tell him I said that, y'all. That's between me and you. And if Mike is watching, it's between me, him, and y'all. Okay, don't tell him I said that. But I was looking forward to spending time with him. But all day, every day, for 4 weeks, I quickly learned after day 1, I already felt teachers should get paid more. But after day 1, I was like, y'all need at least $150K a year at minimum. Like, that should be like the starting salary, right? That should be the starting salary for teachers. And then y'all should just go up from there. Like, it's, whew. And I only have to deal with one. I can only imagine. I know Erica's a teacher. We got some other teachers in the group. Can you imagine all day long, every day with these children? Oh my gosh. And it's not even that he's like misbehaving or being bad. It's just, you know, they require attention, you know? And so I'm trying to work. He feels like he's on a vacation, but I have to remind him that this is still school. Like, we're still doing school. We're still, you know, you can't just be off for 4 weeks. This is not a 4-week vacation. You're home from school. You're supposed to be doing your math and your English and your writing and all these things and your enrichments. You still got to practice piano. You still got to do your coding. You still got to do all these things. And I think his expectations are not aligning with what's actually happening. So we got this whole like tug of war happening. So one thing that I found, and this is for all my parents out there who are homeschooling, homeschool age children. One thing that I found, two things that I found that have helped us as of today. We found, well, we already knew about Khan Academy, but Khan Academy actually, because of coronavirus, has a specific curriculum at the very top of their website. So if you go to khanacademy.com, at the top of the website, this is different than like the normal Khan Academy curriculum. So I know you may be like, well, my son or my daughter already does Khan Academy. That's great. But if you need like an actual like time set curriculum, like here's what they're gonna do at 9 a.m. Here's what they're gonna do at 10. Here's what they're gonna do at 4. Here's what they're gonna do at 6, whatever. Like, that is actually on the Khan Academy website. So if you go to Khan Academy, at the very top, the bar, it has a curriculum for your child, and it's based on their grade level. So if your child is like a kindergartner to second grade, there's like one curriculum for them, and then you just click on the grade level and it takes you to whatever is best for them. If your child is in grades 3 through 5, same thing. If your if your child goes all the way up to high school and even college, they have a curriculum with a time by time schedule, so that you can stay on schedule and know, like, okay, they're going to do 40 minutes of math. They're going to actually have lunch right after that. Then they're going to do 30 minutes of English and 40 minutes of grammar or whatever it is. So that has really helped us today. Now, we're into day 4. This is day 4 of homeschooling for us. Days 1 through 3 were like, day 1 was rough. Day 2 was rough. Day 3 was a little bit better. Day 4, now that we have this curriculum, has, I feel like, improved a lot. So that is my one tip for getting through it for all you homeschool parents, especially if you are also working at home, because you're working and your kid wants a ton of attention, but then you also have to like teach them. And so the nice thing about the Khan Academy thing is that it just kind of like, it's self-guided. So that's nice. And then there's also another one called Easy Peasy. So Easy Peasy is another website that has the same stuff. Different, work, but same concept. They have a schedule ready for you to use, and you can just, do what you got to do. Okay, so that's my first tip. The next thing is that while you are home, a lot of you have not created hair care regimens. So y'all are still just washing your hair, maybe putting on step 2 or your moisturizer, and then, trying to do your twist outs or your wash and goes or putting it in a bun or whatever you're doing. But now is the time to actually create a hair regimen. You're at home, right? I'm not going to say you have a lot of free time because I don't know what your schedule is, but you are home. And so you have more availability, I'll say that, to be able to actually create your hair regimen. And so I hope you're right. I hope you have a pen and a paper, because I'm going to give you the things that you want to make sure you have in your hair regimen. So you have the time to create a hair regimen and actually execute it. All right. So if you've been feeling like, you haven't been giving your hair a lot of love, like you haven't really been doing the things that you should be doing, but you want to, here's the time to actually make that happen. Okay, so 1, you always want to make sure you wash your hair every 7 days. If you aren't writing this down, you can always watch this on replay, okay? You want to make sure you're washing your hair every 7 days. Every 7 days, you should be washing your hair every 7 to 10 days max, but I say every 7 days, all right? If you are not in a protective style like I am. The second thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is you also need to make sure that you are deep conditioning and hydro treating every day. This is another thing that a lot of y'all aren't doing because it takes a little bit more time, right? So while you have the time at home, Take the time to do those longer hair care processes that you normally don't do. Take the time to do your deep conditions. Take the time to do your hot oil treatments. And since a lot of you already know you're going to be home for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even longer, you can actually have the time to do these and see the results of them because you're going to be doing them consistently for these 2 or 3 weeks or more. All right. So at minimum, if you have 3 weeks at home, you know that you're going to be able to do 3 weeks of hot oil treatments and deep conditionings. All right. And the way that I suggest to save yourself some more time is to wash your hair first with step 1. Okay. Wash it with that. And then put step 1 back on your hair, slather it all over your hair, and then put step 3 on top of that. So you're going to layer it like that. So step 1 first and then step 3. Do not mix them together. Trying to save whatever it's going to be counterproductive. Listen to what I'm saying. Layer step 1 first and then step 3 on top of that. Put a plastic shower cap or conditioning cap on your head. Chill out for like 20, 30 minutes. Watch, something on Hulu or Netflix or whatever. Rinse it out and then proceed to style. That's what you're going to do every time you wash your hair while you're home. Okay? If you have not done an apple cider vinegar rinse, if you haven't done an apple cider vinegar rinse, guess what? Now's the time. Now's the time to do an apple cider vinegar rinse. Once a month, no more often than once a month, and make sure it's 1 part apple cider vinegar to 6 parts of water. You want to dilute this very, very highly. Okay? Remember, apple cider vinegar is acidic. Our hair is alkaline. We don't want to mess up the pH balance of our hair, so we have to dilute it. A lot of people will just pour that apple cider vinegar right on their hair, and they be like, my apple cider vinegar messed my hair up. No, darling, you messed your hair up because you didn't dilute it like you were supposed to. You was out here listening to these YouTubers and stuff who don't know what they be talking about, and you messed it up. So don't do that, okay? By the way, not all YouTubers don't know what they're talking about. Just a few, okay? Not all of them. But some of them will tell you just pour straight up ACV on your hair. And that's going to completely screw up your hair altogether. It's going to be brittle. It's going to be dry. It's going to start breaking off because you didn't dilute it. If you dilute it, it's good to go. All right? That's another thing you want to add into your regimen. And then lastly, protein treatments. Girl, I don't know if Erica Saunders is live, but she had a whole little series where she was showing us what was going on with her hair. She had not been doing her protein treatments. Once she started doing her protein treatments, her hair started to grow back. It stopped breaking off. It was amazing because she started doing her protein treatments. So a lot of y'all, I know I preach this gospel every single week about all these things you should be doing. I know some of y'all ain't doing it. It's okay. But now you have the time. So let's make it happen, right? Let's set ourselves up for success while we have the opportunity. Why not, right? That's why I feel I'm going to go off on a tangent for a second and just talk to y'all. So I feel that way about eating. I feel because I'm home, some people are like, oh my gosh, people, they're home, so they're going to gain all this weight because they're home. And I'm like, no, this is actually my opportunity to get right. This is my opportunity to make sure that I am, because I'm not out and about and I'm just driving around working and just stopping anywhere and getting whatever I want. This is my opportunity to actually be okay, I'm going to stick to how I actually know I'm supposed to eat. And I'm home. There's absolutely no reason not to, right? And so I feel the same way about hair. There's absolutely zero reason not to take care of your hair while you are home, all right? Erica said, how do I avoid cooking the egg on my hair? Great question. All right, so you're gonna rinse with cold water, just like Eva said. Eva be knowing all the answers. I'm so proud of Eva. She be knowing all the answers, and she oftentimes gets to them before I even do. So she's absolutely right. Use cold water. I literally use the coldest water on my hair when I'm rinsing out the egg, because otherwise, you're right, it will cook. You'll have scrambled eggs on your head. And that's not fun. It's not going to damage your hair, but it's a little weird to have scrambled eggs on your hair. Yeah, so another thing is that, it cooked before the water touched it. So you may have left the plastic cap on too long. Maybe. That maybe have what you did. Another protein treatment, you can also, I don't recommend it anymore. I used to recommend Alphagee's protein treatment, but they changed the ingredients up. And so I cannot in good faith recommend their protein treatment anymore, because their protein treatment now has negative toxic ingredients that it did not have before. So I don't know any other brands off the top of my head that you can just go buy a great protein treatment from. Maybe Naturalicious will create one, and that way y'all can trust it. But the egg is the one that I suggest. So use as cold as possible water. Like, I put it on the coldest, like freezing setting. I'm not actually in the shower when I rinse it out. I just kind of put my head over the sink and I rinse it with the shower head. Because I couldn't take that if it was on my body. But I do put my head into the shower and I rinse it like that. And then I don't have to worry about the egg cooking on my head. Siobhan says, Apple dries her hair out now. I'll never use it again. Yeah, they changed the ingredients up. It used to be really good, but they changed it up. And I can't recommend it anymore. Lee says a regimen is key. I think she's actually said that twice. And yes, Lee is 100% correct. I feel like Lee was someone too who came into the nation and she like got her regimen together, and now Lee's hair is like super bomb. So I'm telling you, like, creating a regimen is just like, it's like having a personal trainer for your hair. Like if you have a personal trainer at the gym, that person's like kind of on you every day or every time you go to, like, you know, do your squats or do your burpees or whatever it is that you're doing. Make sure you're eating well. Like, that is what they're there for. And so, like, they create a regimen for you. And so, you know, but they force you to follow it. Unfortunately, at home, you don't really have like a hair personal trainer. So you have to execute some like self-restraint here, and also some, what's the word I'm looking for? Some proactivity on your own part. And then you will find that your hair will be so amazing, so much better, because you actually have a regimen that you're following all the time. Y'all are giving me some love on this Naturalicious protein treatment. Okay, that maybe have to be something that we start figuring out what we can do. I think I saw Erica say something. What'd she say? Now, if Naturalicious makes a protein treatment, I'll get it done every month. All right, girl. I'm gonna hold you to that. Let's see. Eva said, ooh, a Naturalicious protein treatment. Yes. That may be something that we do. So I mentioned deep conditioning and hot oil treatment. So I want to make sure that you guys are doing those. So write that down. Make sure you do that once a week. Your apple cider vinegar rinse and your protein treatment, you're only going to do that once a month. Okay? Once a month for those. Another thing, for those of you who are interested in color, I actually don't recommend boxed color because it tends to really, really dry out your hair. And all the salons are closed, so you can't go to the salon and get your hair done. So, Rika is live. Say hi to Rika, everybody. Rika works for Naturalicious. She does customer service. So say hey to Rika, y'all. Give Rika some love. She's actually our newest team member, and she is just fitting in so quickly and so fast, and we just love her already. So show Rika some love, y'all. All right. So for those of you who are wanting color, I suggest that you try henna. So I don't like box color. I don't like home color. It dries the hair out. It breaks it off. It has all kinds of issues. On the other hand, again, the salons are closed, and even some salons, the colors that they use are questionable. So if you're interested in color and you want to try something, there's two types of colors I'm going to suggest. One, you can try out henna. Now, henna is not going to lighten your hair. If you want to go lighter, henna is not it for you. But if you're interested in going like to a linear color, like if you're going from brown to red, right? Or if you're going to like one color brown to like another color brown or a darker brown, henna might be great for you. Henna is really great because it doesn't strip anything from your hair. Tiffany says henna doesn't show up well for her. Yeah. So if you're trying to like go lighter, henna's not going to do a thing for you. Nothing at all. Nothing. Don't even worry. Don't even waste your time. Henna's not going to do anything. But again, if you're gray, so some people are gray and they want to color their hair, henna's great for that. But if you're trying to go like dark brown and light brown, henna ain't going to get it. If you're trying to go blonde, henna definitely ain't going to get it. If you're trying to go like purple though, because some people are into purple right now, like brown to purple, henna will get you there. If you want to go light brown to dark brown, henna will get you there. So again, you either have to go on the same color spectrum or you have to go darker. You can't go lighter, okay, with henna. But henna does not break the hair off. It actually helps to strengthen the hair. So even if you don't want to color your hair per se, if you just are looking to strengthen your hair, right, henna is really, really great for that. Actually, traditionally, henna was used by East Indian women for centuries to actually give their hair shine and strengthen it. That's what henna was used for. And only more recently, in the past couple decades, has it been used to color the hair. So even if you are interested in coloring, you can also use henna for that, for strengthening your hair. right? So that's my first thing. And Celanese gave me my second one that I was going to suggest, which is hair paint wax. Hair paint wax is another really, really great product I suggest. I did it once. I don't know if y'all remember. Like last year, I dyed my hair purple. Do y'all remember that? And I used hair paint wax. I love hair paint wax because it is completely, it's the ones that I have used at least are completely safe. There's actually a black owned one named Mystique Naturals. I know the owner personally. She's in one of my entrepreneur groups and I do love her. I stand by her, behind her products. Mystique Naturals, that's Mysteek. Mystique Naturals. They have a hair paint wax as well. And there's another brand you can get on Amazon called literally called hair paint wax. Okay. I like these products because they give you like these like boosts of like crazy colors. So if you want to go, cause y'all gonna be home, you ain't got to go to work. You can afford to go green or blue or purple or like wild red if you want to, because you ain't gonna be at work. Your boss ain't got nothing to say about it. You're gonna be at home, right? So why not? So I really love hair paint wax, but hair paint wax is not for you if you're self-conscious about like people looking at you. Because if you happen to go to the store and your hair is like bright blue, you may feel some kind of way about it, right? And there's nothing wrong if you feel some kind of way about it. I want you to do what feels good for you. If dyeing your hair purple feels good for you, try it. If dyeing your hair bright blue feels good for you, go for it. If it makes you feel some kind of way, don't do it. Like there's no pressure here, right? You're gonna be home. Do what you want to do. What they gonna say? And if you have to have a conference call, you just be like, I don't feel good. I don't want to go on video. What they gonna say? It does not rub off. I like that about it. It does not rub off. It does fade. The other thing I like about it is that it's not permanent. So you're not stuck with like bright blue hair forever. It's like a couple of weeks, like 2 weeks max. And then it will slowly fade out and then it'll just, it'll rinse out after a couple washes. So you can try something really cool temporarily. But again, if that's not your jam, then by all means, try henna. But this is the time if you want to experiment with color, this is the time. Just make sure that it is a color that is not going to negatively impact or damage your hair. Okay. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, self-care, girl. Self-care. All right. So for those of you who use step one, if you use step one, do me a favor and give me some hearts. Give me some hearts and say, let me know that you use step one. If you use step one is an amazing face mask, actually. Y'all may have seen Kiki's comments in The Nation where she talks about how she we did that challenge like last year, if y'all remember. We did that challenge and we did the 7-day face mask challenge. But Kiki has continued it well beyond 7 days. And Kiki's skin looks awesome. I know she's been having some challenges, with her brother passing away and she's been depressed and everything. We've been working to come to her aid. But Kiki's skin still be looking good, girl. So, because Kiki's still been using that face mask for step one. Now, we don't actually sell Naturalicious, a face mask per se for Naturalicious, but a ton of people are using that. I see all the hearts, keep them coming, y'all. Let me know you use step one. A ton of people are using that as a face mask. So try it. Celanese said, y'all, step one for an armpit detox. See, look at all these hacks. These are hacks I never even would have thought of. I never even would have thought of using step one for an armpit detox. Celanese, I'm going to have you come on like live one day and tell us how this is done. I have never even thought of doing an armpit detox ever with any product. And to know that you can do it with step one is so intriguing to me. And I'm going to try it. I'm assuming you just like put it on and just let it dry. Is that how it works? Let me know. But yes, there are so many hacks for step one that you can use. And the face mask is one of them. So get your skin together. Get your skin, like, look at my skin. I have been doing the face mask too lately. And I'm telling you, like, my skin is looking so much better than it used to look. Right? And apparently you can also do an armpit detox as well. So that's something else that you have time to do now that you are home and you are quarantined. And that's what I have for y'all. So I'm trying to give you guys some ways to kind of self-care. I think it's also important to get our minds right. You know what, Cassandra? Let me get back to you on demi-color. Let me get back to you. I don't want to say yes or no yet. Let me do some research for you, and I will give you a response on that one. Selene says, for the armpit detox, put it on, let it dry, wash off with warm water, rinse with ACV and rinse with ACV. Okay, so apple cider vinegar and water. Erica says, why would we detox our armpits? I want to know too. So I'm assuming, okay, so this is my assumption, and Selene, let me know if I'm right or not. So Erica, our armpits are very closely connected to our breasts. And so a lot of times when we end up with, but people end up with like breast cancers, it's oftentimes because of the toxic deodorants that we're using on our armpits. Like it's literally like the pores in here are literally connected to this breast tissue, right? So that's why you see a lot of people looking for natural deodorants and that sort of thing, because people have literally gotten breast cancer and other sorts of issues because of the toxic ingredients that are in things like Secret and Sure and all these other, Degree and all these other more well-known national brands of deodorant. So I'm going to assume that you would detox your armpit to try and remove a lot of that stuff. Let me know, Selene, if I'm on the right track or not. Because you got everybody interested now, so you can't just like leave the tea to yourself. You got to let everybody know, because I want to know as well. Because I'm about to do one tonight, like seriously, when I get off of here. But Erica and everyone else who's wondering, step 1 is a natural detox. So the reason it works so well in our hair is because not only is it cleaning our hair, but it's also detoxifying all the stuff that can't normally be detoxified. So step 1 includes magnesium and silica and other things that like your hair just can't normally get through normal shampoos and also just in the environment. And so, yes, girl, you have to throw that stuff away. Yes, Erica, throw your degree away. I know it works. I know it works great, but it got all kind of aluminum and all kind of stuff that creates bad stuff for your body. All right. I can give you a suggestion for the deodorant that I use in a moment. And I love it. I don't smell and I also don't sweat. So, and it's all natural, but I'll tell you about it. So it detoxifies, step 1 detoxifies all that stuff from your hair. And the reason, like when you guys, a lot of times people use it and their hair clumps and it just has like way more shine and way more curl and actually less shrinkage than they're used to, is because of all that detoxifying stuff that it does naturally. And so when you put the step 1 under your armpit, you will also be detoxifying your armpit naturally, because that's what it does by nature. Same thing with your face, which is why it works so well on your face, is because you're detoxifying all the impurities that are up in those pores that a normal like cleanser or even a normal mask can't. And so that's why it works so well. So, but as far as this armpit detox, I got to get the tea from Selene. Let's see. I thought she said something. She said, I've been holding out on y'all. I've been using it for over a year, a whole year, and you ain't told us. See, that's what I'm talking about. Not okay. Not okay, Celadise. Kira says that aluminum is a false estrogen for our bodies. Yes, 100%. Absolutely. Totally a false estrogen, and it actually causes tons of issues. Tiffany said the sweat is thicker than normal sweat and clogs the pores quicker. And yes, that stuff is trapped under that sweat. Oh, she's talking about the sweat in your armpit. So the armpit sweat is thicker than normal sweat and it clogs your pores more quickly. And yes, that stuff, the sweat is trapped under, the deodorant, the bad deodorants are trapped under the sweat. And even though you can clean, you still might smell musty. Yeah. Selene says, Gwen, I'll have to link up with you offline and we can plan for me to go live. Scroll up and I commented about why. Oh, I missed why. Let me see if I can find what she said. Okay, she said, I detoxed my armpits after a cancer scare at the recommendation of my doctor when transitioning to natural deodorant. Wow. See? Look at God. Naturalicious out here saving lives. Not just making lives better, but saving lives. Saving lives. That's so cool. Yes, we're going to have you go live and give us all the answers on this one. Yeah, we got to do a little bit more research on that. But I would love to know what hacks you guys are doing. I think it's really, really important in this time that we don't allow ourselves to get down in the dumps. Like, it's so important that we stay like in a really good, solid mindset. So what does that mean? That means when you are getting up in the morning, get dressed. Like, it may feel good to like be in your PJs and kind of lay around all day, but I'm telling you, like, your spirit is so much more vibrant when you are actually dressed for the day, and you actually, like, you know, if you wear makeup, that you do your makeup. If you don't wear makeup, don't worry about doing makeup. But whatever you normally do in your normal life, like, we have to contain a sense of normalcy. So if you just like hanging around in your PJs all day, over time, your aura and your feeling about yourself, I'm telling you, is going to go down. I have been that person who has been working from home for like a week at a time and been in my PJs the whole time. My whole spirit was not the same. All right. Make sure you are eating healthy. Make sure you are drinking your water. Y'all should already be drinking your water 8 cups a day, at least. Like, at the bare minimum, y'all should already be doing that. Do not slack on these things. There are so many very cool workouts that are available. There are tons of personal trainers that are offering like either like free daily workouts on Facebook or on their channels. My favorite trainer, her name is Tansy. She actually teaches at my gym here, but the gym is closed, and so now she teaches a class called Turn Up, and it is literally like going to the club. It's so fun, but she's not able to teach, and so she's having like daily workouts available on her Instagram page. Hers are free. There's another young lady I saw, she's offering them for $5 a day. So, you know, keep yourself moving. Like, I know you're quarantined in your house, but I want y'all to feel good. Like, my whole purpose of creating Naturalicious and positioning it for you guys is not just to give you hair products. Like, anybody can give you hair products. My objective, and y'all should know this by now, especially if you're an OG, my objective is to make sure that you feel your most amazing every single day. Right? I want you to love what you see when you look in the mirror. I want you to love how you feel about yourself, because you show up totally different when you feel like you look great, right? And so I don't want you to lose that momentum that you've been building just because you're stuck home and you're quarantined. So I really want you to take care of yourself. If you need assistance with anything, if you just need a pick-me-up, if you need a virtual hug, because, you know, we can't really touch you because, you know, coronavirus, you know, we're not allowed to touch, but we can give you a virtual hug. If you just need to like vent or whatever, just go in the nation and just share whatever it is that you're comfortable with sharing, and we will be there for you. All right. I want you to make sure that, again, that you're eating well. I want you to also actually practice social distancing. You know, like, I know it's hard, but, you know, practice social distancing. It's going to be better for everybody. The sooner everyone practices social distancing, the sooner we can all get back to normal. The sooner, like, I love working from home, but not when I'm made to work from home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like working from home when I have to. Like, I only want to work from home if, like, it's my choice. And right now it's not my choice, and I'm not enjoying it. I don't like getting up out of my bed upstairs, going downstairs to go to work every day, because I'm still doing the same amount of work. I'm not on vacation. Like, I'm not working less. I'm working actually more, but I'm working at home. Like, everything takes place in my house. It's not fun for me. And I know some of you work from home. Like, I know Amina works from home already. I know Lisa said she works from home. There was somebody else in the nation earlier who said they always work from home. So this may be normal for y'all. But then for me, this ain't normal. I like getting out. I like seeing people. I like talking to my team, talking to my staff. Like, I like socializing with people. So this whole like stay at home stuff is like, for me. So, but whatever you need to do, whatever your normal is, I want you to try and practice as much normalcy as you can. And so I hope some of these tips have given you guys some ideas for ways that you might be able to practice self-care while also being quarantined. And also, I want you to make sure, like I said, you're having some sense of you know, whatever's normal for you. Tiffany said, my sister says she's doing more work now from home, working from home too. Yeah, I'm absolutely doing more work, working from home. Sally says, I'll be teaching from home and teaching my boys and my 2 nieces and nephews. I am not going to be okay. Yeah, I made a post actually on my Facebook page like earlier this week. It was like day 1 of homeschool, and I was like, y'all, please pray for those of us who are entrepreneurs and homeschoolers, like brand new homeschoolers. We are not okay. Like we're not doing okay. But today was, like I said, today was a much better day. The other thing too though, is that even though like I'm homeschooling my son, he still has like all his normal programs. So like his piano teacher, instead of like him going to piano class, she's doing it virtually. So she's like FaceTiming him to do the piano, which makes it more challenging because she's not right there with him. I know how to play piano a little bit. So like, you know, she's calling on me like, can you help him figure out this note? And I'm just like, I don't normally have to do that. Like normally he goes to the lesson, she does her thing, and then he comes home. So like, I'm like now like kind of like pinch hitting for like all his teachers. Today, he's in a coding class. So today his coding teacher did the class virtually, instead of in person. And like all his little stuff that he normally does, except for like his sports. So obviously he can't play soccer virtually, but like his coding class, his little piano class, like all that kind of stuff is all virtual right now. And I'm having to help, but I don't really know how to code. So I'm like completely at a loss. Anyway, yeah, so don't forget tonight's deal. I'm gonna go, you guys. I hope this has been helpful for you guys. Don't forget to share if you haven't, and don't forget tonight's deal. The deal, like Danita said, thank you Danita for reminding me, no restrictions, 20% off site-wide, no minimums, all normal price items to help give you guys some relief when it comes to making sure your hair stays together, because you still got to wash your hair. You still got to wash your hair. You still got to take care of it. You can't just be like, oh, I'm about to be in the house, so I'm just going to like say F it. Like you can't do that. You can't do that at all. You still have to wash your hair. And I also don't want you to say, oh, well, I'm going to be in the house. I can just use any old product. Like if you're already on a good regimen and you're using, let's say Naturalicious or whatever brand works really, really well for you, I want you to maintain that same energy. Just because you are home does not mean you can just say, forget all the effort and all the work that you have put in. Okay. Oh, thank you, Eva. Yes, your gift card. Okay. So you said you wanted to gift it to somebody. So you would just need to give that person your gift card code. I don't know your gift card code. Like I can go in our back end, I can see that you have a gift card, but for security purposes, we don't have access to your actual code because it kind of works like similar to a credit card, right? So we don't have your credit card number. We just have like the last 4 digits, but we don't know your actual number. So we know the last 4 digits of your gift card, but we don't know the actual number. So if you need us to resend it to you, we can resend it, but it won't show it to us. So you will have to actually get your code, and then you can give it to whomever it is that you want to. So if there's someone in the nation that you want to give that gift card code to, you could just DM them and say, here's the code information, and they can use it. So that's how you can gift your gift card. Hope that makes sense. All right, y'all. I am going to go. I'm going to go. Make sure you use that 20% off code. It is going to end soon. I love y'all, but I can't give y'all 20% off all day, every day. But we are here for you while we are quarantined. I love you all. I am thinking about you while I am working remotely as well. And yeah, I hope that you just take care of yourselves and each other during this time. If you need to, just like I said, to vent, hop in the nation and let us chime in. Like we definitely want to be able to at least provide some sort of like, again, normalcy in just conversation as much as we can. Hey, Deshaun. Nisha says, still business as usual, under contractor at Toyota headquarters. Got you. I love you too, Lee. Okay, Ava, I will look and see if I can find your gift card. If you have one from December, and I will forward it. I will have it emailed over to you. I'll do that tonight. All right. Everybody have a great night. I love you all. I'll see you in the nation. Oh, one more thing. You know that coronavirus like messed us up for Glam Jam, but it ain't gonna win next week. Next week Glam Jam is happening. Okay, so here we go. Glam Jam is gonna be on Wednesday next week. I know it's gonna be on Tuesday this week. It's gonna be Wednesday next week. Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Set your clocks. If you already set it for last Tuesday, just adjust it in your calendar. Move it to next Wednesday. That's when Glam Jam is happening. Do not forget Glam Jam is going down, and there will be an awesome deal for y'all. So you want to make sure you're there. All right. So I will see you. I will continue to remind you, and I will see y'all next week. Or I will see y'all before then, but I will definitely see you on Glam Jam. But of course, I'll see you before then in the nation. All right. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.